Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rings of Power. I mean, not the Rings of Power. This video will be significantly better than the Rings of Power. I thought I'd highlight this image to get us started on this travesty of a show and why it is rightfully being lambasted by anyone with eyes. Amazon spends roughly on average, from the numbers that they've given, that's if we are to believe them, between $50 to $60 million on an episode. Now, that's a lot of money, isn't it? Yes, it is unequivocally a lot of money. So why, pray tell, if you're spending between $50 to $60 million an episode, why do you have to digitally recreate individuals to stand quite literally next to one another? Here, circled, are those individuals that have been digitally replicated. Now you might say, well, this is a nitpick. No, this is one of many valid criticisms of a very, very boring show that very clearly, I believe, is money laundering. Because how on earth did you not pay someone about $100 to just wear some rags and appear as just random people in this scene? Why did you have to digitally recreate people? Why? Why? Where is the money going? Anyway, I thought we'd get started with this because I think this is important. And there'll be many people that are apologists to this somehow, some reason, and just go, well, they had to. Why? Why did they have to? Where's the money going, I beg? Because it's certainly not on the writers, that's for sure. Maybe it's going on keeping critics happy. Or paying, ladies and gents, for those incredible press articles being released, defending the show. Now, this is an unequivocal bomb. We are... How many episodes in are we now? God, it's so boring, I can't really remember. I think we're 5 episodes in, and we've got 3 more left, and essentially nothing has happened. We're at 39% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, that is not good. That is not good at all. And in that 39%, are we even allowed to take a look at what the reviews are saying? Because everyone will have you know that this is all racism, right? That's what they'll tell you. But it's not. It's just that it is boring, mediocre, generic. A waste of money. Where did the money go? Everything about this show feels so cringe. The acting, the writing, the dramatic music in every scene. They're trying way too hard, but it seems like the entire budget went into CGI. Well, yeah. Digitally recreating characters for no reason. You can hire more people. I'm sure you would have been able to do that, Jeff Bezos. I'm sure you would have been fine. Now, I thought we would take a good look over at the webpage itself. Because the reviews, you can actually see reviews now. 4,229 reviews. Wow. 31% give it a 1 star. Now, we know, ladies and gents, that they've actually been scrubbing these reviews. Desperately scrubbing them. Trying to keep them from just appearing anywhere. What's interesting is that the top reviews are all 4-star and above. All of them. All of them. Every top review is 4-star or above. You're going to tell me that that's not been digitally, curated in that fashion, really? And we go to 1 star. This is where the real truth comes out. Wholeheartedly boring. Yep, uninteresting. Ode to the problems in production and lack of decent direction. Yep, it's not nerdy enough. Yep, Isildur shouldn't even be alive. Shouldn't be alive at all. So there's that. Amazing visuals, yeah. I mean, no one can dispute that the visuals are great, because they are. There's some over-reliance on CGI, which I've commented on, and, you know, poor choices in that fashion. But I mean, here, look, season 1. This is what they could have done anyway. The reappearance of Sauron, Forging of the Rings, war between Sauron and the elves, Numenor saves the day, origins of the Nazgul. But no, we've not had any of that. We've got Sauron not around, Isildur around, the rings not even being made yet. It's way off structure. My original review contained inappropriate content. Let's keep this short and uncontentious and omit the carefully considered rationale behind my original 2-star review, as Amazon made this and doesn't seem prepared to allow grown-up discussion of its product. I'll dock Amazon another star. It is well known that Amazon is blocking unfavourable reviews. There are other forums willing to raise issues with openness and transparency. Suffice to say, this confused script with wooden acting and weak direction is not a standard I consider worth watching. Dull, with odd main characters. I mean, I don't see any racism here. Just boring, terrible writing, bad acting. Amazon's deleting reviews. Why are you doing that? Like, seems pretty valid criticism right here. Utterly dreadful. This is my 5th review they have removed. Sorry, same account. It's just miserable. There's visual spectacle, but only achieved through copious amounts of high-quality CGI. The rest of what makes cinematography is, well, that's the problem. It's just not there. The dialogue is atrocious. The acting, unbelievably amateurish. Where did the casting budget go? Did it exist at all? This is what I mean. It must be money laundering. The pacing is a slog. The storytelling disjointed and pointless. It's like someone took 4 separate stories that couldn't stand on their own feet and hoped that mashing them together would make them feasible somehow. It doesn't. They're still just random pictures, stringed into random sequences with little to none actual plot. The most we've had of plot, ladies and gents, actually came in the form of the episode where they focused predominantly on the dwarves, and that was only because they focused predominantly on the dwarves. But again, I ask you, where's the budget going? $50 million an episode. It has to be money laundering. And everyone jumping to defend this. Why? It's baffling to me why traditionally left-wing anti-capitalist media outlets are defending this and, you know, writing articles defending this, which seems to be such at odds with their traditional ideologies that they spout. And you just go, well, clearly it's just all nonsense rhetoric for cash. It's just shilling. And again, the fact that Amazon themselves kept hiding reviews. I mean, the fact that there's even reviews here saying, yeah, you've been deleting it. Amazon keep deleting poor reviews. My review got deleted for inappropriate content when it was fairly critiquing the show. Simple advice, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, don't watch it. It's very, very funny. So I thought I would highlight this, because this was sent to me over on Twitter. And I was just like, what? The movie nerd sent it to me over on Twitter. I could not believe it. It really, this one frame, I think, is indicative of why this show is a complete failure. Because it just does not care. It doesn't care enough to even hire people, the correct amount of people. Why would you do that? Like, you know the space you're working with. You've got a set. Just hire more people. You've got $50 to $60 million to hire people. How couldn't you do that?